Welcome back, and thank you all for joining us for our first broadcast of 2009. Happy New Year to everyone. Today, we're broadcasting in front of a foreclosed home. The reason why we're broadcasting in front of this foreclosed home is because I have some news for people that has been foreclosed on with their taxes. Now, take a minute and listen to this. If you fall into the range that your home has been foreclosed on, listen very clearly. Borrowers who were foreclosed on and the debt was wiped out. The debt was wiped out when someone purchased the home. If that home was purchased more than what the value of your home is, that becomes taxable income for you. So what will happen? From your lender, you will receive a 1099-C. That is a 1099-C. You will receive that in the mail. And with this 1099-C, you better be very careful with it because this will let you know how much the house was sold for and how much the value of your house was. Now listen to this. If it was sold for more than what your house is worth, you will owe that as taxable income. That means that you will have to file that on your tax return and you will have to pay taxes on that money. So you want to make sure that the lender is giving you correct information, and you call the lender once you get that 1099-C in the mail. You want to make sure that it is correct. Also, in our other news that we have today for you, Citigroup dropped its opposition against a Senate bill aimed at giving strapped homeowners more leverage in renegotiating their mortgages. Check this out now. This is putting the power back in homeowners' hands. Just listen to this very clearly. This bill would let judges set new repayment terms for mortgage holders in bankruptcy court. This bill will allow bankruptcy judges to lower the principal and interest rate on mortgages and extend the term of the loan. You talk about giving the power back to the homeowners. That is giving the power. And I'll tell you what, we will keep everything updated on that because from what I understand, they're hoping to vote on this bill in February, which is next month. So that is a plus for us on that as well. Now, there's another thing I do want to talk about as well. Do you need money? And if you're thinking about refinancing your home and putting your home on the line for money, your home could wind up like this home here. What you want to make sure is that you're not using your home, your security blanket, to help jumpstart a business, to help do some kind of renovation in your home. I know they used to do that way back in the day or just last year, but now it's new. Now things are going on new, and we need to concentrate on getting ourselves back in order. Please pay attention. If you do decide to refinance your home, to do a project, or even to jumpstart a business, you do not want your home like this one that is on the market, that's on the block. This home is foreclosed on. This is not what you want. Let me tell you, just give you a couple tips of what you need to do. First, you want to talk with creditors. You want to find representatives of nonprofit organizations or reputable credit or budget counseling agencies to make sure that this is the great and the best type of loan for you. Also, contact your local social service agency, your community or religious group, local housing agencies. They could have programs to help you out to getting your home project done or helping you jumpstart a business instead of using your home as collateral. Also, you do want to talk with someone else other than the lender or broker that you're dealing with. Get different opinions on what you're doing and how you're going to do it. Because I tell you what, when you're refinancing your house, that is something that you want to be very, very, very careful about. Because from experience, we refinanced our house and we got a junk mortgage. When I tell you a mortgage that nobody would want, and we did it to jumpstart a business of my husband's, and we regret it today. So this is why I'm very passionate on this topic, to let you know before you think about refinancing your home to jumpstart a business or do some type of renovation project, you don't want it to wind up like this one or get a junk mortgage like ours. Now, furthermore, what we're going to talk about today is basically we're going to give you some tips. I want to give you a few tips to get you back to the basics in 2009. And I call this getting back to the basics because I really feel that we sort of got out of the basics when we're in our last 8 years. See, I feel that there's a shift that is going on in our societies and our lifestyle as well. See, for the last 8 years, we became so what can we gain? That's how we were living our lives. I call it the gimme gimme society. You want to know what can you gain, and you want to know, the best. You want the best house. You want the best cars. You want everyone to know what social club you belong to. But that's not it anymore. What is it is getting your life back in order, because in the realm of all of that, you lost your dignity. You lost integrity within yourself. So what we want to do is make sure you're getting your life back in order. First of all, we want you to know your mortgage terms. Know your mortgage terms. Know your mortgage options. And look, get a clear picture of your options and deal with your mortgage situation. And to get those options, you can go to askmimi.com. It is absolutely free. And click on what are my options. And I do know that we have a lot of noise in the background when we're on this type of location, but I'm going to say that again. If you want to know what your mortgage options are, go to what are my options at askmimi.com, and it is absolutely free. Also, we want you to take a look at your finances. If you need to go on a financial diet, do so. Get your finances trimmed and eliminate luxuries that you can do without. Even take the time to evaluate and compare some of those fixed expenses you have, like say your insurance on your home or your car. I did it, and now we're saving $85 a month. Just take a little time investing and making phone calls and getting comparisons. I tell you what, it will benefit you in the long run. Also, what you want to do, you want to start a savings, something other than your 401k. Because if you get money from that 401k, you're going to have to pay them back interest, and you will be penalized as well. Start your own savings, and if you need emergency cash, that's where you will go, to that emergency cash. And we have 3 other topics. Job security. We know that there's no such thing as job security. Right now, we all need to look within ourselves and find out what we can do to make extra money or extra cash on the side. And also, maybe you can turn it into some type of business. A business that can benefit you, and you don't have to worry about job security onto someone else's job. Tax season. Tax season is here. And make sure that you know what your taxes are going to be. Okay? You want to make sure once you get those taxes in the mail or in your bank account, you want to have it already planned to tell your money what you want it to do, and not just let your money do whatever. Make sure you have a place for your taxes, your tax refund money. Have a place where it's going to go and what it's going to benefit. Don't go out buying all these material things that you don't need. One other thing, make room for God. This is a good one. Make room for God. We were challenged at our church to go in our homes and look for a room where we can make room for God, such as a prayer room. You got a bathroom, a living room, you got bedrooms, but no prayer room. Look, I found my closet. That is my prayer room, a little corner in my closet, and I spend time there every day trying to search and see exactly what's on in the inside of me, and to get clear answers and clear pictures. Just take that challenge, and I guarantee you it will work. And that is our show for today, and I want to thank you for listening. Have a great day.